Let me read out the title of his speech one more time. Lead from your heart, not from your desk.
From your desk.
Lead from your heart, not from your desk. DTM Fatah Inayat.
With lemon.
He's a creative leader with a magic touch. He's actually a brand and a Toastmaster, knowing by his close friend Siku Siku and the other monkeys. Without further, please help me welcome DTM Fattah Inayat.
He's already on the desk.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Is that me?
You know, ladies and gentlemen, in the last 5 seconds, I mapped your brains and I found out what you were actually thinking and what you were saying to yourselves. And what you say, oh my God, here we go again. Another Toastmaster who's going to preach us about leadership styles. Autocratic, democratic, innovative, bureaucratic. And he will also tell us, I follow a democratic style, but from time to time, I use a combination of other styles depending on the situation. And he will add to that the characteristics of a successful leader, as he claims to be, are vision and compassion and honesty and teamwork. Oh, come on, DTM Fatah. We heard it time and time again. It's becoming boring. Do you think that my antenna told me the right truth, DTM Nazir?
Yes.
Thank you. So that's what you were thinking. Let me start by saying this to you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
And particularly those who think it's boring. Boring to talk about leadership? No. Déjà vu? And you've heard it before? Yes, that is true. That's why I'm not going there. Instead, I'm gonna entertain you with a very short but meaningful story. One day, there's this veteran leader who joined a stumbling organization as a CEO. And in his first meeting with his team, he was discussing the matters which are relevant to them, which concerns them. And while they were in the meeting, his phone, which was on silent, vibrated 3 consecutive times, and he ignored it. One of his team members, who actually peeped at his mobile phone, said to him, "Excuse me, sir, it's the chairman. Aren't you going to answer the phone?" The CEO paused for a moment and said to him, "No. I don't know if that call is important or not, but what I do know, that this meeting is important for you and for your subordinates." Ladies and gentlemen, that encounter has set the tone for so many successful years to follow. Years where we have actually quenched our thirst for success with so many achievements. Years where my democratic and participative style, which I have exercised, has inspired 600 people who became so loyal and so committed in a work environment which is second to none, in spite of all the adversities and all the problems we had. A style where actually I have exercised genuine listening. And by genuine listening, I mean not only listening with my ears and my mind, but also listening with my heart. A style where we all became part of the solution rather than part of the problem, because we have abolished the culture of blame. A style where we actually embraced quality and success and made it our path, guided by vision, by teamwork, by compassion, and by respect for each other. A style which I am proud to say, which has produced and developed new leaders who are now occupying senior positions in different organizations. So fellow Toastmasters, if you want to become successful leaders, then listen carefully to my final message, as this will be your take tonight from this project and from my 40 years of experience. Besides being a great leader, and besides being competent, and besides having integrity, the 5 gems that you should embrace, as they will pave the path for you and will seal it for you to have a journey of an awesome leadership. And these 5 gems are: first gem, hire the right people in the first place. Second gem, be an example leader. Third gem, have fun with your team when you can and relax. Fourth gem is lead by example. And last but not least, the most important gem is be a servant leader. Lead with your heart and with your soul, but not from your desk. And remember this, leadership is not a position, it is a responsibility. Back to you, my leader.